Hi guys, welcome to Decorative Homestead. So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to put wax panels on B-frames. Keep watching. Okay, so now I've got a frame over here. I want to attach or connect this to the frame. Now, some people, they melt the wire onto it. However, I'm not going to do this today. I'm going to do another technique I actually just came up with myself. I didn't find it off online or anything. I just came up with it myself. And so, you have the wires here. I clipped, let me show you here on the camera. I clipped right here and stapled that in, and then I have two wires that go all the way across. I'm only using two. There's actually 4 holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 holes. However, I'm not going to use all 4 of them right now today. So, I'm just going to put this on here and show you how I do this. Okay, so now let me turn it around like this, like so. Or we'll do it like this. Okay, so now, the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wire it through the wax, like so. So I'm just going to put a hole in this, just like that. And just slowly, yes, it's going to tear it a little bit, and you just got to be kind of gentle with it, bringing it through, and just bring it all the way through it. Once you get it all the way through, and then it will start to go down. There, just like so. If you can see that. So once you got it like that, then that's the first step. Now, we're just going to continue going on around like this. Let me show you. Let's see. Do it right here. If you can see that. And put another hole and wire it all the way through. And keep on basically doing this. You know, you can do it maybe a ½ an inch or whatever. I wouldn't do it more, really far away, like only 2 to 3 times. I would at least do it 5 times. The reason is because then it starts to, cause problems. And so you want the least amount of problems as possible, as you probably can guess. And then we'll pull it tight once we get it to the other side. And so we just continue going like this. So I'll just speed the camera up until I finish this. Okay, so now I finished it here. It's not like very professionally done. Of course, I gotta still be careful because I don't want it to flop over. I'm just gonna put it in this hole right here, just like so, and I'm gonna pull it tight. Just pull it real tight. Yeah, it'll tear a little bit more on the wax, but it'll be fine. And then after, what you're gonna want to do is pull it over. If you can see this, let me turn the camera for you. You can see right down here. Pull this off tight, make sure it's tight, and then hammer it in. So let me hammer that in real quick. Okay, so I hammered it in just like so. It actually split it a little bit, so I'm going to grab clippers now. And I'm just going to clip this off right like that. Yeah, this is a little time consuming doing all this, but it's also kind of time consuming the other way as well. So I mean, it's not much different. You're not going to save much more time, doing this. Okay. So now I'm going to do the other side like this. Right now it's flopping over, and so then I'll just do it this way as well. So let me start this side. And I'm just going to do this in time lapse. Okay, so I finished it up like so. It kind of tore down there a little bit, but it'll be fine. Let me remind you guys that the bees, they're going to get on this, and they're going to start, right away building it to secure it. They're not going to, it's not going to, start putting honey on it. They're going to secure it so it can hold the weight of the honey. So this is only for holding it so that it will, like, not come loose while it's doing that. Okay, right here also, I had this little short. One thing I want to remind you guys is that when threading it through, you do lose a little bit of area of space, so you need to make sure you have a little bit of line. So I was really close to having enough. However, I'm really having a hard time getting this tied off. So where are my quarters? There we go. You need to sometimes tighten it really tight and pull it in like so, and then bring it around like that. Okay. Get it as straight as possible and then nail it down. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so this gear, this is kind of like this. It's kind of a little rough, but let me remind you again, the bees will get on it and there'll be no problems. There were little tears down here, but it should be fine. Other than that, this is a pretty good frame. Good way to do it. You don't have to use the power to do it. I'm going to do another one soon, like this, in a few minutes. I'll do that. But I wanted to bring you along for how I do my frames, because, this is a good way to do this. And it's not like you don't have to have power and work with we're melting it on there. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Patreon if you haven't already. I'll leave a link in the description. And see you next time at Homestead. Bye.